What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Tuesday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials, and we are back. Backwards hat means another winning day. We'll keep going. I'm not superstitious, but I might be a little stitious. 2-in-1 day, up a unit. Red Sox Angels was a laugher, over 5 in the first inning. That was easy. Twins and the A's, that was the play of the day. We're now 2-0 in the month of June on the BettingPros play of the day. We get that right. Tigers in a laugher, and then the Marlins. Well, they blow the day for us, unfortunately. They lose to the Rockies. Just the fourth win on the road for the Rockies. What was that but a 6-4 loss for the Marlins? I said that was going to be dangerous because the Marlins stink, and the Rockies get a win, unfortunately, for us. So it's a 2-in-1 day, up 1 unit for us on a Monday. So, good start to the week and a good start to the month, where we are now up 4 units for the month of June, which is great. So overall, the podcast continues to climb and things are going well. So the summertime is fun because, well, you could talk about things and you guys are the core audience. If you're watching this podcast and listening to this podcast, you guys are the core audience. So you've been with me for a long time. You've been on this podcast for a long time. Whether you're a BettingPros premium subscriber or not, you have supported this podcast in a variety of ways, whether it be buying Omaha Steaks, whether it be using one of our sponsors, using a book, or using, just whatever we've asked, buying a hat, buying a sweatshirt, buying a t-shirt. A bunch of you guys have done that recently, and I really appreciate the support. So as we roll here, go tell somebody about the podcast. Tell somebody about the audio, about the video. Subscribe. We're telling you about subscriptions, about going ahead and subscribing to a variety of things, including the YouTube channel. More on that here in just 1 second. But we want to give away things to you guys and say thank you. But also I lean on you guys to help the podcast grow so we can get to football season, get through the summertime, and have a gigantic, huge end of the year in 2025. I really want this podcast to grow. And I think we have some really cool momentum with the way things are going. People are coming to the Discord channel and asking, how much money do we pay for Matt's picks? We don't pay for Matt's picks ever. Never, ever. We will not do it. I will not do it. It does not work like that, okay? Told you before, I would far more, to me, this is about community. This is about entertainment. This is about commonality, common ground. This is not about ever charging you for picks I play, nor would I recommend buying any pick that I ever come up with. I'm 48 years old. I've been betting for a long time. I know there's some of you who are new to this, and you're like, oh my gosh, Matt's winning consistently. Yeah, it's always good right now when I'm winning, right? We had a hell of an April. We had a very good May. We had an awful March, okay? And there's going to be a bad stretch coming up. There's going to be a bad month. That's just how this goes. I always say, I don't win every day. I don't win every week. I don't win every month, okay? I don't win every year. We had back-to-back winning years in 23 and 24, or 22 and 23, and I had a losing year in 24. Like, that just happens, okay? That's gambling. So go out and tell somebody. Leave a review on either Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Go and leave a review and subscribe, or tell somebody about the video. Go post it on your socials. Go post it on your Instagram stories. Do whatever you can. People always ask, like, Matt, what can I do to say thank you? That's how you can say thank you. Like, that's how you can help me to help this podcast grow. That's what keeps me employed. That's what keeps the podcast momentum and keeps sponsors on board. It grows everything. So the way you want to say thank you is help this podcast grow, all right? Buy a t-shirt, buy a hat, tell somebody about what we're doing. So I now get to give you guys something. The Olajuwon jersey is now going to be given away. You guys have been asking. Congratulations to comeback season. You have been selected as the winner of the Olajuwon signed Houston Rockets jersey. You, comeback season. You're highlighted on the screen at the moment, but it's at comeback with 2 Ks, SZN. Your comment thanking me for the wins. You have been selected. Email mailbag@fantasypros.com with your proof of the Betting Pros subscription to the Betting Pros YouTube channel and your mailing address. And we will send out this directly to you for being a subscriber to the Betting Pros YouTube channel. Congratulations to comeback season. You have won the Olajuwon jersey. Now, I would have given this away during the playoffs, but we have a new one. We have a new giveaway for you guys. And this is, I mean, look at behind me, right? Like look at all this. All this. I don't know if this is sucking up to me or not, but lock and load, boys and girls. Paul Pierce. Here we go. The truth. A signed Paul Pierce jersey. For the first time, I actually want this. Normally, I don't really want the things that we give away. They're fun, they're cool, but I don't really like this would 100% find its way into my backpack. If you left this thing around the office, this thing would come home with me. I'm so excited to give this away. This is awesome. A signed Paul Pierce Boston Celtics jersey. How do you win this thing? It's really easy. Subscribe to the BettingPros YouTube channel and comment on this video, on this Daily Juice video, and you will be entered. We will give this thing away coming up here in the next month. This all courtesy to our friends at pristineauction.com. July 1st, we will announce the winner. I will not be in New Hampshire yet on July 1st, I don't think. I think I'm going there on July 3rd. So I will not be in New England. Maybe we'll hold off till July 3rd, and I'll make the announcement actually being in Paul Pierce country, making the announcement of the Paul Pierce jersey. Make sure you have turned on your notifications so you can find out when you win the Paul Pierce jersey. How cool is that? That's, again, the AI jersey for the prop contest is very cool. I'll give you that. That's fun. Akeem Olajuwon, just give that away. That's very cool. If someone gave me that, I would be like, okay. But, I mean, most of the stuff that I have from a memorabilia standpoint, I've gotten myself. I have an autographed Joe Montana helmet. Got that myself. I have an autographed Mike Tyson boxing glove. I got that myself. I have an autographed Clayton Kershaw baseball. I got that myself. So, like, most often these are things, if I have autographs, I have gotten them personally. Like, I've got a Ben Cherington 2018 Red Sox baseball after they won the World Series. At the parade, he signed a baseball for me. I've got that behind me. That's where all that stuff is behind me, by the way. See all the things are signed and whatnot? That's all behind me. So I get it myself most often. But if someone gave me the Paul Pierce jersey, I would take the Paul Pierce jersey. I'm just saying. Okay, before I give you the plays for today, let's talk about Novig. Have you guys gone and checked them out yet? You should. Legal in most states, peer-to-peer. You guys can oftentimes get better lines than traditional sports books, and often you can set your own lines as well. No commissions, no fees. It uses a coin deposit system. It is real money, and when you use the code DailyJuice, you get 50% off your first coin purchase. That's up to $25. You can go check out all of this at bettingpros.com/juice. That's bettingpros.com/juice. Once again, I can't use this. If you see the blacked out states on your screen at the moment, Nevada is one of them, but we do have people that have used Novig and have been very much in support and think it's very a unique way of betting. You guys can go and check it out. Novig's America's #1 sports prediction market. That is a very interesting line that we'll get into at some other time on the Sharp Report, which, by the way, have you guys watched the Sharp Report yet? Myself and Alex Kane, he is the CEO of Sport Trade, another prediction market sports book in America. Alex and I talked. It's on the YouTube channel for Betting Pros. It is a 30-minute conversation about where we are in sports gambling, where have we gone, where are we going, and the future of sports prediction markets. Alex is an incredibly intelligent man who has been tabbed by numerous sports gambling commissions to come and speak on behalf of the industry. He is a champion of the sports betting industry in America and someone that I have a great deal of respect for. So we have brought back the Sharp Report. So if you guys have an interest in the sports gambling industry, go and watch that. Once a month, we will have a 30-minute long-form conversation with different bookmakers and professional gamblers and people that make news in the sports betting space. We've brought it back. The Sharps Report is available now. You guys can go and set the alarm, hit the little bell on the podcast to alert you whenever we drop those. But once a month, we will drop 30-minute conversations. The Sharps Report is back for you guys, and Alex Kane is the first guest from Sport Trade with us. All right, enough of me talking. Let's talk about what's going on for the bets. I know you guys get angry when I wind up rambling, but sometimes I like to ramble on this podcast. Let's start with baseball. Let's start with the Red Sox. All right, it's the same bet from yesterday. I'm actually making the exact same play that we made yesterday. First 5 over. Now, I don't think it's going to be as easy, but Kikuchi is going for the Angels, left-handed pitcher. Red Sox have right-handed power bats like we know, and a lefty in Devers who can hit lefties pretty well. On the road, Kikuchi hasn't been great. Last time out, he was pretty good, though, against the Dodgers. 5 2/3. One earned run, 4 hits for him. But against the Padres, he gave up 2 earned runs in 6 innings. 6-4, 9-5 wins on the road there. Against the Twins, though, he went 2 innings, 4 earned runs. On the road this year, Kikuchi has a 4.3 ERA. He's 0-4 in games in which the team hasn't bailed him out offensively. Opposing batting average of .257. And generally speaking, we like to fade lefties at Fenway Park when you have the Green Monster right there. Additionally, when you look at the Red Sox throwing Brayan Bello, well, he's great one time through the order. It's the second time through the order that he has a really big problem, and his ERA is over 4 at Fenway Park. He's 1-1, opposing batting average of .295, 11 earned runs in 24 2/3 innings worth of work. His last game pitched at home against Baltimore wasn't bad, 4 innings, 2 earned runs. But that was after the Braves came to town, and he went 4 1/3 and gave up 7 earned runs. Gave up 5 walks. He was awful. 10 hits. So last 2 starts at home have been pretty iffy. He was good against Texas, a 5-0 win, went 4 2/3. But I don't trust Brayan Bello at home against Mike Trout, who had 3 hits last night, including a home run. And the Red Sox score early. I mean, we didn't see it last night, but they came back. The Red Sox scored late in their 7-6 loss to the Angels. They scored 4 runs in the 5th, though. Like, first 5, Red Sox scored 4 themselves first 5. We saw 6 from the Angels. Red Sox scored 1 in the 3rd and 4 in the 5th. They were down 6-5 after the 5th inning, 11 runs. I think we just come back again. Red Sox, again, have a very poor record scoring after the first 5 innings. First 5 over 5. It's plus money at plus 110. The books have it heavily juiced to the under at minus 130. I'm going to bet the same thing we bet yesterday. Over 5, Angels, Red Sox at plus 110. Second bet to Major League Baseball. Phillies. Phillies are on the road, and the Phillies are an offense that I like to back on the road. They're 17-11 straight up on the road, and the Blue Jays mash at home. Blue Jays right now, I don't know what it is, but when they're at home, they crush the baseball. So here are the runs scored at home for the most recent home games for the Blue Jays. 8, 11, 12, 7, 14, 3. That's going back to May 20th. The last time they scored less than 4 runs at home was May 20th. Okay? Now, you could say it's the Athletics pitching staff is not that great, but the Phillies pitching staff has not been that great. Phillies on the road, Phillies anywhere, frankly, score. We know this. But they also been giving up a ton of runs. Gave up 9 to the Braves, 6 to the Brewers, 17 to the Brewers, 5 to the Brewers in their last 4 games. They won 5-4 against the Braves. The Phillies did 5 games ago. So we know they score. The Blue Jays score. Bullpen's not good for the Phillies. Starting pitching hasn't been great for the Phillies, and we've got Sanchez against Francis. Sanchez, a lefty, on the road this year has a 3.24 ERA. Not awful, but a .271 opposing batting average. I like Christopher Sanchez at home more than on the road. And Bowden Francis at home has a 6.43 ERA, a 2-3 record, an opposing batting average of .288. This total at 8.5 is too low. I'm stunned at this. This should be 9 or higher. Over. Phillies, Blue Jays, over 8.5 here today for us. So our 2 baseball plays, Phillies, Blue Jays over 8.5, Red Sox, Angels first 5, over 5 at plus money at plus 110. Now, let's get to the one WNBA play, Mercury and the Lynx. No one's playing for the Mercury. Mack, Thomas, Brown, Copper, all out. Although Brown is a game time decision. Collier's back from Minnesota. She played in the last game. She's playing tonight. Their best player, one of the best players in the entire WNBA. Number opened up at 10.5. It's now 11.5. You could make a pretty good case if Phoenix was at full strength. You make a pretty good case that Phoenix covers. 3-0 straight up for Minnesota at home this year, but they're 0-3 against the number. Haven't covered yet. They're 2-5 ATS on the year, and they haven't covered. They've covered one time in their last 6 home games. They haven't been playing well against the number, but they're winning games. They're 7-0. They're 3-0 at home. Phoenix is 1-1 on the road and 1-1 ATS as well. So 1-1 straight up, 1-1 ATS. These teams just played, and it was without Collier. And Minnesota won the game by 3 on the road. Remember, we were on Minnesota money line, that 3-point shot at the end. The game was so horrifically played. I don't think Phoenix is as good as people think, and now they don't have anybody. Now they're potentially without 4 players. They're so banged up here tonight. Give me Minnesota. This could be an absolute laugher. I think this might be a rout. I don't like laying 11.5 points against anybody, but the move tells me, and some books have even gone to 12, the move tells me that Phoenix is punting on this game, and Minnesota at home, one of the best teams in the W, yet to cover, yet to have a really strong blowout performance. I think this is the night for Minnesota to come up with a blowout. I'll lay the points. 11.5, I'll lay it with the Lynx. 11.5 for 1.1 units. All right, so 3 bets for us here today. Lynx laying 11.5. I know it's a tough number, but we're going to lay it anyway. Red Sox, Angels, first 5 over 5. Blue Jays, Phillies over 8.5 here for us so far on a Tuesday. Let's keep the good week going. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all my socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning, wherever you guys get your podcasts. It is the Daily Juice.